I was about 7 years old, thereabouts, and the one and only time, at least that I remember, that our family went camping. This was before my parents divorced, so it was with my biological dad. And I don't know where we were camping. Um, like, we lived in Idaho, so it was somewhere in the Idaho wilderness, I'm pretty sure. But um, the minute that we found a spot and, my parents were setting up the tent and doing whatever, I basically snuck off. Nature did not scare me at all, and I just wanted to leave and go out into it and get lost forever. Um, it probably should have, but that's how I felt at the time. And we had camped by this stream. It was kind of a wide, I don't know, what you call sizes of rivers or creeks or whatever. It was wide, but it was very shallow. And, I could walk in it. It didn't even come up to my ankles. And um, so I felt like that was my adventure. So I started walking down this very shallow river. And um, yes, it probably wasn't the safest thing. And my mom found me later and brought me back, or I went back. But in between, in the amount of time that I was walking down this river, the shallow river, the banks were very high. Like I could, once I left again the campground, I couldn't see anything. I was by myself. I was in this nature wonderland, just really thick bushes and trees on the bank, and so you didn't have any sight about what was going on. And I after just a bit of, hadn't gone too far, I guess I had startled it. But I heard this huge sound, unlike any other sound, but just huge crash. I don't know, huge, impossible to describe. And of course, you know, and overhead, this huge buck sailed across in front of me over my head. And I had scared it, and the banks were high enough so that if he was jumping across the river, he was a little bit in front of me, but over my head. And I just watched this huge, gorgeous specimen of animal just fly in the sky, and of course land on the other side and run away. And that has been a matchless sight and experience I have always remembered. Wow.